You're watching Trio.
Previously on Trio.
Hanging out in Cay Caulker.
Cay Caulker. Makes you walk slower here.
It does make you walk slow.
And now we're heading south. There's a big blow coming in from the north, and so Cay Caulker wasn't going to be an ideal spot to stay. So now we're trying to find a place to hang out for the next couple of days until the wind blows past, and then hopefully we'll get some sunny weather, because it's cold, man! Gee!
Wow, I just saw 0.8. There's 1, 0.9.
Right now.
Okay, well I'm trying to... The chart's saying something different than what the depth sounder's saying.
Fancy, hey?
Fancy. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
thanks. Yum.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at Belize, Placencia, and we're gonna go through this narrow cut. There it is. It's pretty narrow. So Krista's got the helm, and I got my polarized glasses on to see the different colors. But it's a dark day. Oh, there's a cruise ship here. Huh. All these shallow spots that we're having to go through. And building houses over there. Lots of development in Belize, that's for sure. That's Placencia Key. And that's Placencia proper. Okay, let you know what happens. GoPro, stop recording. Yeah, we'll just pull up next to this one. Make your turn now, I guess. Yeah, that's looking good, hon. We're just gonna spin and be facing out. The wind changes tonight. Okay, I'm gonna put the GoPro down. Is that hard reverse, hon?
Yeah, 1600.
1600 RPMs?
Yeah.
Solid? Okay, we're hooked. Hey y'all, so we're sitting here in Belize, Placencia. It's a great little place to drop the hook, unless the wind's coming from the south or the west. So I've been here for over a week, and I wanted to tell you about our check-in process. When we posted a bit about checking in, it seems there was a bunch of people that had comments about get ready to pull out your wallet, that kind of stuff. What happened to me? All right, well, we arrived here in Placencia on a Thursday night. We wanted to get here before the weekend came because we didn't want to have to pay overtime fees. If you arrive on a Saturday or Sunday into Belize and you go to check in, which is the case in some other countries too, you have to pay their overtime fee because they have to come from their house to check you in. Apparently now, in the colored areas over there, there's a little kiosk. The green one, that is Port Authority's kiosk. They're supposed to keep an eye on the bay and let the main Port Authority, which is way the heck down there where the cruise ship dock is now and the cargo terminal called Independence Town, they're supposed to let them know that we're here, and then they come out to see us. You're not supposed to get off your boat. In theory, that works. They're never there, and when they are there, they're not paying attention to us out here. They just don't. So I went in there the other day to check in early before they even got there because I wanted to be in Independence first thing in the morning to get cleared in before I got in trouble. And there was nobody there. So I went all the way on the hokey pokey water taxi with all the local people, and it winds through the mangroves, goes about 20 minutes to get to Independence. Then you take a cab and you go to the customs office and the immigration office. And the Port Authority office. Immigration was a breeze, snapped me in, away we went. It was $115 excuse me, $115 Belize for the three of us to check in. I don't know what that is divided by 3. 45? 35? Doesn't matter. You can do the math. Went across the Port Authority. They were closed there as well. Went into customs and she barely acknowledged me. The other boaters that were there were checking out. She acknowledged them. I guess she thought maybe I was with them. In the end, because Port Authority wasn't there, customs wouldn't clear me out. So what happened next? So customs wouldn't clear me out. So she said, go back to my boat. First she asked me if I had a local phone. Well, obviously I don't. I just arrived last night or this morning. So I don't have a local phone. She said that she would call me and they would come out to the boat. She would bring quarantine people, she would bring customs, and she would bring Port Authority, and they would come out and inspect the boat. That I wasn't allowed to take the Q flag down from the mast, it's not there now, until they arrived and they would check us out. So we waited and we waited and waited. That was at 9:30 in the morning. At 3:30 in the afternoon, I still hadn't heard from them, and I knew that they went home at 4 o'clock. So I went back in to talk to these guys and to get them to phone those guys to find out what was going on. She said to me, customs said to me, come down, come back over there. So I'm like, well, it's 4 o'clock. The last ferry is at 5:30 from that side to get back to my boat. So she said, you better get coming now. Those guys over here said I could catch a ride with the fisherman that was at the dock there, but the fisherman had some running around to do over here. So I quickly started booting it into town to find the Hokey Pokey taxi that takes me way over there. Back on the Hokey Pokey water taxi. Didn't have to take a cab this time. She said she'd meet me in the parking lot at the Hokey Pokey water taxi. So I waited for her there, and she said the Port Authority would join her. When she showed up there, she wanted 100 US for customs to clear me in. And I said, okay, do you have a receipt for that? And she said, no receipts. I'm like, well, why not? She says, well, the office is closed now. And I said, well, I can't give you $100 US if you're not going to give me a receipt. What happens when I go to clear out of the country and I don't have a receipt saying that I paid you $100? They're going to charge me again if I get up to Ambergris Key, which is way up the coast, about 80 miles. And I go to clear out of San Pedro town. She says, they won't charge you. I'm like, well, I don't have anything that says that I've paid you. Why wouldn't they charge me? She said, they wouldn't charge you. I said, well, I can't give you $100 US unless I have a receipt. She said, well, we can't go back to the office. I said, well, I don't know what to say. Meantime, Port Authority showed up. They charged me $100. I was going to stay 2 weeks. Told them we were staying 2 weeks. They charged $105 a day, basically, Belize, to stay here in the country. She asked them if they had a receipt book. They didn't have a receipt book. Next thing you know, she's telling me that I only have to pay $50 US and that I'm cleared in and I'm cleared out of the country. Port Authority also said the same thing, that I'm cleared in and I'm cleared out of the country in 15 days or 14 days, whatever they wrote down on my paper. Long story short, hold out for a receipt and the price will go down by half. I couldn't get out of the Port Authority paying $5 a day, although I've been here my 15 days now. But I told him, what if I can't leave because of weather? And right now there's a norther coming down. The temperature has dropped. The winds are coming, well, they're coming from the west here, but up north they're coming hard down on the north at about 30, 35 knots. So the anchorages up north in Belize are untenable in a north wind. So we're hanging out here until the north subsides, but we have to get going soon, or Port Authority, I'd like to say Port Authority will come out here and ask me for more money and check in on us, but the reality is they don't check in on you. But however, last time when we did check in to Belize, last time we were here, we didn't clear with Port Authority because the guys at customs said, oh, they're just down at the beach somewhere, go and find them. And that was up at Ambergris. So I didn't know where to go and find him. How are we supposed to find a guy walking down to the beach that doesn't even have a uniform, and he's supposed to be Port Authority? And then we have to go back to his office to pay or clear in or something. So we just kept going. When we had gone to check out here, they said, oh, Belize City's been watching you on AIS. They wondered when you were going to come in and check in with us at Port Authority. So I guess the long and short of that is, if you have AIS and it's a transceiver, transmits and receives, turn it off. So we're going to turn ours off. Most AISs receive. Not as many. The rain's coming onto the screen, so hold on for a sec. Most AISs receive and don't transmit, but ours does both, so they can track us. So we're going to turn it off because we're overdue a day, but I'm not going back into clearing again and doing all that rigmarole just so I can wait out this weather that's coming from the north. So we're going to sit tight. But that's our story, checking in. It wasn't too bad. They told me I was even cleared out for immigration, so I don't know what that all means too. That's a port authority, so I don't know who to believe or what to expect. So we're just gonna roll with it and see what happens next time we come down. Because I think last time, according to the stamp in my passport, we cleared out of Belize through immigration. But because Port Authority and Customs told me, both of them told me that I was cleared in and cleared out and paid up and there weren't any more fees, and I didn't have to see immigration, that's the one I'm gonna do. I'm going with what they said. And the photocopy that Customs gave me wasn't even straight. I should show it to you. I'll go see if I can dig it out. And it's like an old photocopy of a photocopy, and it's not even straight photocopied. It's just ridiculous. Nothing official about it. Oh well, the rain's starting to pick up. We gotta get in and get some more provisions. Talk to you later. Okay, well here is the paperwork that they gave me when I checked in. You can see here, this is from the Harbor Belize Port Authority. It was fine, and a receipt for 160 Belize dollars, which is 80 US. Up here is the one that Customs gave me. You can see it's barely photocopied straight. Nowhere on that piece of paper does it say that I gave them any money at all. What do you do? At least this one has a price on it, and this one is stamped, but it says nothing about the 100 Belize that I gave her or the 100 US that she originally wanted. Let's see what happens. The saga continues. All right, this is skirping. What are you doing? Skirping in Belize. And he's up. It's a massive wave. A little rougher in the last 2 minutes. Winds are kicking out. How cool is that? Here you go, boy! Alright. Whoa, do a little bunny hop. Oh, it's rough. Can't believe he's still up there. That's awesome. Not a lot going on Solitaire 3 right now. Nasty squall going by right now. If you can believe it, out past that white boat, there's a cruise ship less than a quarter mile away. But it's gone, disappeared in this weather. Ooh, that's packing a lot of wind.
Another squall rolling through.
That guy is dragging, Krista.
Yeah.
That green boat with the Canadian flag. Look at how far back he is now. He was way up here.
Yeah, he's by himself.
Somebody...
The people from the mega yacht here are blazing back to the boat.
They were not, yeah, they were on shore. So are they going over to see if they can help him, or are they just...
I don't know. He looks like he's holding now. This was last night too, so I mean, that guy's lucky that happened in the daytime instead of the nighttime, and it can happen anytime. He's been anchored all night and today without dragging. So.
Well, yeah, that makes me want to sleep really nice and comfortable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, you didn't drag all night, but now
Doesn't
you
mean
drag.
you're not gonna. That's why every time a squall comes up, we're both blazing out of bed up to the cockpit to see what's going on.
Yeah, we didn't sleep much last night. We were in the cockpit 3 times. He doesn't look too worried about it right now. He looks pretty confident, but
yeah.
He definitely dragged. He'll probably have to haul anchor and
move up again.
Yeah. Wow. Here in Placencia. Thank you, sir. Look at the ship's got all the lobsters over there.
will tie you in, my brother. Don't worry.
Feel some rain.
Yeah.
No more rain, that's enough.
No more rain, that's enough. Save me some too, baby. Those yeah.
You want it?
All the buckets are full of lobster.
Wow. Nice. Oh, I got some crab in there too.
Solo uno pesa una. ¿Te acuerdas cuando me decías sarnoso?
We've been cleaning like crazy. The boat looks awesome because we've got guests showing up today. The Murrays are coming to spend a week with us.
Yeah, the first set of people. It's gonna be awesome. We're excited.
Yes, we are. So now we're going to finish our final provisions in town.
Yep. It's been a couple trips.
It has been a couple trips. All right, so this is Placencia Village. Good morning. Smile. Sonri.
As much as there are challenges to checking in and out of this country, we love it here, especially Placencia. This is a laid-back, chilled-out, travelers kind of town. Not for everyone, but those that love it really love it. And we love it here.
We're gonna have lunch here, breakfast/lunch here. And I gotta hit the hardware store and return a part that doesn't fit. So I'm gonna weave my way through the mud puddles. We've had so much rain the last 2 weeks, it's been crazy. Some of the villages have been washed out, it's pretty sad. But lots of stuff here at the hardware store. Even appliances inside. Afternoon. So Chris is having a garnacha. That's what
Spicy.
that looks like.
Put some hot pepper on it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Might have to share a Coke or something, eh? Just one, please. So what does it taste like? It's got cheese and salsa and chicken on tortilla.
It's like a hard shell taco.
Open face.
Yeah.
No straw. It's okay, good.
Thank you.
She's making mine over there.
She's also making a burrito over there. The burrito looks pretty good. What is this called again?
Fried jack.
Fried jack, right?
Fried jack.
Dare tostadas.
Yeah.
And the garnacha serve zucker noodles. John beans, cabbage, and cheese.
Oh, okay.
Yum.
And pepper.
Now here's the veggie stand. Look at everything in here.
Oh, I'm glad we came yesterday, though. There's not as much as there was yesterday.
Hi guys. Afternoon.
Oh, they're here when the Murrays come. That'd be cool.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Some Garifuna music.
Well, that's just about it for this episode of Trio Travels. Thanks for watching. Next time, we pick up the Murray family and head out to explore the Belizean Keys and the second longest barrier reef in the world. There's so much to see and learn navigating the waters here in Belize, so stick around, and we'll see you next time on Trio. Cheers, everybody.
There's a cruise ship in today, and that lady from the cruise ship's dancing with the Garifuna guys. That's awesome. What a gamer. Lots going on today.
All those boats are so beat up. I wonder how many days they spend out there on this thing.
Oh, can you imagine? 4 or 5 guys on one of those little boats. There's nowhere even to sleep.
And it's been raining non-stop, so that would have been a miserable trip.
Terrible. Lots of white caps out in the bay. Oh, it is too. Let's go over and say hi. Oh, we're into the wind. Yeah. GoPro, stop recording. Yeah.
Okay. You're watching Trio. Can I do it again?
Sure.
You're watching Trio.